What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. We are just going to recap the UFC event that happened at the weekend. Obviously, I gave my predictions as always just on the main event. We only done 3 fights of the main card because I wasn't too impressed about one of them. But I think the Ian Heinisch and Brendan Allen fight actually got cancelled and replaced by one of the prelim fights. I didn't see much on it, to be honest, but we're just going to be going through what my predictions were and what ended up happening anyways. So we'll start with the first fight on the main card, which is Claudia Gadelha versus Jan. I'm not even going to try and pronounce her last name. Absolute disaster when I tried before. I said that Jan would win this one on points, and she did bang on. She beat Claudia Gadelha in every way. And I mean, statistically, the strikes themselves, you could see Claudia Gadelha could not handle that. And, you know, I said that Jan's pace and pressure would be too much, and I was right, and I had a feeling that's the way it would go. As a Claudia Gadelha fan, I am obviously disappointed that she's lost this way, but you know, I don't think she's too old, so I would imagine she'll come back strong. You know, it's only 18 and 5. She was very early on in the division. She was one of the top contenders, always fighting the best. So, you know, maybe she's a little bit like Whitaker was at one point, where just not got the drive, and maybe she'll come back stronger. Who knows? But I got that one bang on, and people have been saying they should take my decisions and bet on them. And if you had bet on this one, I think you would have turned over an alright profit, because, you know, while she wasn't a knockout artist, you know, for her to beat Claudia Gadelha by points, I don't know if many people would have said that. Anyways, we're going to skip the next 2 fights, which was the Ian Heinisch fight, which got cancelled, and the Khalid Taha fight, which I didn't even acknowledge in all honesty. And we're going to jump across to the co-main event, which is Andrei Arlovski against Tanner Boser. I obviously said this was a big step up for Tanner. This is his last chance to title for Andrei Arlovski. Andrei's chin is getting weaker. And my 2 predictions were Tanner wins by KO early on, puts Andrei Arlovski away because Arlovski's chin is weak. Or I said Andrei Arlovski wins on points. But my final that I said I'm going to lock it, my final decision was that Tanner would win by KO. And frustratingly, Andrei Arlovski ended up winning on points. So if I just trusted my initial gut instinct of Arlovski being a legend, and, you know, people like Tanner Boser aren't ready for that kind of step up in competition, I would have actually been bang on twice in a row, which has not happened so far, but a bit disappointing. I'm glad to see Andrei Arlovski win, though, you know, carry on his run for the title. I don't think he'll ever win the UFC heavyweight title again, in all honesty, but it's good to see him back in the winning column against, you know, a tough fighter. You know, everyone was hyping up Tanner because the mullet, which just fucking pisses me off. In all honesty, I'm not a huge fan on him, but good to see Arlovski win, and win on points as well. Show that he can still go 3 rounds, show that he still can dominate an opponent, and it's fantastic to see him win again. And then we're going to jump across to the main event, Thiago Santos versus Glover Teixeira. I said that Glover would win on points or put him away late with ground and pound. And everyone said that Santos would win. A couple of people said that they want to see Glover win, but they believe Santos will win. And Glover Teixeira ended up winning by submission in the 3rd round, which to me was not surprising that Glover won this one. I had a feeling he would win it, which is why I said that he would either win on points or put him away with ground and pound. I didn't expect the submission against Santos. I mean, you know, this has turned into a bit of an MMA meme, with obviously Glover got dropped, and from the drop he ended up sinking in a submission. But that just shows his experience, his recovery, you know, not being rattled just by being knocked down. He's been in worse fights, he has been knocked out, so to him being dropped probably isn't a great deal. It's unlucky for Thiago Santos to, you know, put on a strong performance and drop him, and then end up getting a submission synced in. But you know, fair play to both of them. One of my edges was the ring rust, and obviously Glover had been more active than Thiago Santos lately. Both fighters were great, but yet again, 3 right across the board. Well, technically I actually got the Andrei Arlovski fight wrong, which is annoying, because I had a feeling Arlovski would win on points, but I wanted to risk getting over Tanner on knockout, which is a bit annoying. But yet again, you know, not too bad predictions by me. The next one is Islam. Isakam. I'm going to have to quickly Google it, just because I want to be sure before I say anything. It is Islam Makhachev against Rafael dos Anjos. He's fighting next. That is the 15th of November. So I'll be making a video on that. That'll probably come out on the Friday before the event. And then after that, we finally have a big event, which is UFC 255, which obviously I'll be making a video on. You know, the top 3 fights on the main card are all flyweights, but we'll get into that towards the end of the month. But yeah, so across all else, pretty good predictions. You know, you guys seem to agree. A lot of you said Santos would win that, and you know, I do see why. Santos is a great fighter, but I just didn't see Glover losing that, in my opinion. But yeah, just another short recap video, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one, which will be Friday for the Islam vs Rafael dos Anjos fight. And yeah, leave your predictions for that one in the comments down below. Let me know if you were, shocked or anything by this card. If you thought, Arlovski fought a lot better than he usually does, or if you thought that you were convinced Santos would win that one. Let me know in the comments down below, and I will catch you guys then. Peace.